DeMar DeRozan is one of the most talented basketball players in the NBA. But to become what he became, he had to go through a lot. Violence, gangs, murders. Here is the tough journey of DeMar DeRozan. DeMar DeRozan was born on August 7th of 1989 in Compton, California. Like NWA's most famous track, he is straight out of Compton. And even his birth was a struggle. His mother Diane was not supposed to be able to carry a child, and she almost died during labor. That's why she always refers to her son as the Blessed One. Growing up in Compton was far from easy for young DeMar. At the time, the city of Compton was one of the most gang-filled areas of the United States. And even if DeMar was blessed with loving parents, it didn't take long until he faced gang life. In his neighborhood, the Pocket Hood Compton Crips gang is what mattered the most. During his childhood, he attended countless funerals, including one of his uncle, who was known as one of the biggest Crips in Compton, and who got shot by a rival gang. But his parents always tried to keep him away from all that violence. And quickly, DeRozan started getting interested in basketball. It was clear that the young man had talent. Knowing this, his father Frank was not easy on him, blocking his shots and pushing him to the ground, and always calling him names like crybaby or softy. Those words were tough for his son to endure, but he didn't do that to be mean. He did it to prepare his son for the toughness of college and NBA basketball, and above all, to help him make it in the tough neighborhood he lived in. Soon enough, DeMar's basketball skills started to get noticed, and at age 11, he was the 5th-ranked prospect in the whole country. Once, at Compton High School, DeRozan decided to leave gang life behind him and dedicated himself to just one thing: basketball. But gang life quickly caught up to him. During his senior year, his best friend was shot over a game of dice. He was so devastated by this loss, he couldn't even go to the funeral. He'd already been to too many. Then came college. DeMar could have gone to North Carolina or UCLA, but he chose USC because he wanted to write his own story. In college, he felt like he was from another decade. All those kids with brand new laptops and shiny Mercedes. Those kids were from Los Angeles, but not his Los Angeles. But it is at USC that DeMar found his shelter. The home of the USC Trojans, the Galen Center. That's where he could express himself the best way he could, by playing his game. And with a 10,000-person crowd capacity, his father's hard words had prepared him for the pressure. In March 2009, DeMar DeRozan outplayed a young James Harden when the Trojans defeated the Devils of Arizona State. The following summer, DeRozan achieved his dream. He was drafted by the Toronto Raptors with the 9th pick and started his great career in the NBA. And even if his mom Diane knew she would miss her son, she was happy to see him go and leave the violence he witnessed all his youth.